Do you think San Francisco is a safe place for transgender people?
I think it's about as safe as it can get, but the bar is pretty low.
A transgender person is, according to Wikipedia, quote, a person whose gender identity does not correspond to the sex assigned at birth. What this basically means is that a transgender person is just someone who was born a certain gender, did not like being that gender, and so transitioned into another gender. This process of transitioning can take a while, but for most transgender people, they find that it's worth it.
It's a really slow process, but I have noticed that over time, I've completely become a more confident person. Like, I'm not the same person I was before because I have just gained so much of my life back. I really feel like myself now. I don't feel like I'm being someone else anymore.
Now, if we just accepted them as they were, that'd be great. Unfortunately,
About half the world population sees me as a monster, and I just want to be myself. I'm not accepted in a lot of places. There are many countries where simply existing the way I am is illegal, much less socially shunned.
while it's not illegal to be transgender in the USA, that doesn't mean it's easy. For example, here's a map of where LGBTQ people can get healthcare without being discriminated against. Some states have some form of protection for LGBTQ people. Other states, unfortunately, do not have such laws. And then you have one state whose law explicitly permits insurers to refuse to cover gender-affirming care, which in this case is transgender people. This state is Arkansas. The fact that discriminating against transgender people is explicitly permitted is just horrible.
I really think that there are just more legislation in our favor in general, because there are a lot of active laws right now that are straight up malicious. Like it's been 2 years since the Trump administration left, but I can still be refused healthcare just for being transgender.
Being discriminated by the government is already bad enough, but it's made even worse when other people also do it. 19% of transgender people were abused by a family member. 15% of transgender people either ran away or were kicked out of their home. 26% of transgender people have lost their jobs simply because they were transgender. Discrimination against transgender people is so bad that it's led to the horrifying statistic of 41% of transgender people having attempted suicide. Not thought about suicide, actually attempted suicide.
I had a lot of mixed responses. My family has been negative from the start. It's been 3 years and it's still negative from them. They don't support me. They won't use my name. They won't let me wear the clothes I'm comfortable with.
The mere fact that San Francisco has some form of protection for transgender people makes it better than about half of the US, which is really depressing. If you ever meet a transgender person, just accept them as they are, please. Don't be mean.